What's going on? It's Nathaniel back with another video. From one brother to a next, man, I'm here to share my experience about entrepreneurship. And boy, this shit is difficult. I'm not gonna lie, man. We're not gonna sugarcoat nothing off the jump. I mean, from a kid, when I was 12 years old, I had a mentor, and he was my trainer in regards to football specifically, but I was a two-sport athlete, high performer. I'll get into that in another video, but essentially this guy, I looked up to this guy. It was kind of a point too where I stopped having communication with my dad, and I wouldn't say this man was like a father figure, but definitely like a big brother when I most needed it, and I thank the Most High for that. And one thing about my dad before he left, he has his own business. He does construction. He builds multi-million-dollar um, houses as a framer, and obviously through that spirit, I kind of galvanized me to want to become an entrepreneur. But this guy kind of fueled the fire in regards to what I can accomplish. And I seen him go from like a little box to this big gym. And I helped him with the warehouse, renovating it when he bought his big warehouse that's worth a couple million now. And now he has a big dome and everything. And I'm talking about my mentor. And that shit, like, I'm telling you, man, like, there's nothing like being, and they always say, like, it's always the people around you and things like that. But honestly, it truly is about the people who are around you. Because when you see people hitting milestones, they're hitting their goals, they're doing everything they want to accomplish. They're telling you stuff behind the scenes and they're making it happen. I mean, there's no greater feeling to witness for them. Like, it's like you just love that they're winning, and obviously you want to win, but it's just like, wow, like I really watched this person grow. Like, it's incredible, like what you could do when you put your mind to it, but you could see somebody else do it. So again, through those two individuals, like, entrepreneur has always been on my spirit, and that, that's the Most High's doing as well, right? Like, from the first thing that the Most High did was create, right? In Genesis, like that's the first thing that he did was create. So, um, for me, it's just always been in my spirit. I've always been a kid where, like, I love to like just figure things out. I hated using like instruction guides and stuff like that. Like, I always just try to figure things out. That was me. I was just curious by nature, right? And again, I think that is the spirit of the entrepreneur. They're constantly curious as to what it is, that they're looking to accomplish, right? And how to get it done. And even to this day, I'm like that. Like, there's not one thing that, I look at and I say I can't accomplish it. Just my mindset's always how, and how do I keep refining and getting like closer to it and getting better at it and doing this and doing that. And, I think that's my competitive nature because I'm an athlete too. I played dual sport. I was a high performance athlete of the year multiple times in high school and things of that nature, right? But again, just the spirit of the entrepreneur has always been within me, and it's something that I always had a part of my plan. And those who don't know, I live by the 7-year plan, right? Like every 7 years I'm planning out the next phase of my life. So obviously when I was, I would say 7 to 14, I didn't have a plan, but I kind of knew where I was headed and what I wanted to accomplish. 14 to 21, I knew it was about just kind of going through the motions of school, but making sure like I was doing everything to put myself in the right position. I didn't party. I barely like did any drugs or anything like that. I was super focused on just getting to university and just, just making it, like just making it like anybody else is a high performing athlete. And then I knew 21 to 28 was going to be more so my growth phase, information and gathering, man. Like, I got to just get that information because the spirit was still within me. I knew I wanted to accomplish, what I wanted to accomplish, even to the point where I had a patent out, which was similar to the mirror concept. So I don't know if you know about Lululemon's mirror, but I had made a patent similar to that when I was like 20, say 23, 24, just coming out of university. And man, like, I tried, worked some menial jobs, did like Uber Eats and stuff like that, skip the dishes, and just try to make some money, but it just didn't work at the time. So I knew that I needed to go into an organization that was going to teach me the fundamentals of sales, because I knew sales was important, communication and professionalism. Those three things are extremely important. I have an uncle too, who I forgot to mention, who's a multi-millionaire. Like, this guy's he works, elite banks and things like that. But, again, I've always had people in my life who have just, kept this spirit going. So he was a part of that growth phase for me in regards to helping me with the patent, helping me with just understanding the fundamentals to business, like, how it works. And he's the owner, right? So he could tell me, obviously, from his perspective, and he's, like I said, a high performer himself in regards to what he does. So, I'm 28 now. Recently started my own company, and things are going well. But they're obviously not where I thought they would be in regards to where I'm at right now personally. And I just want to kind of share my experience. Like I said in previous videos, that I worked for a sales company for 3 years, an IT recruiting company. I moved around to different divisions, and essentially that job was such a godsend for me, because again, it taught me those things that I was looking for, especially preparation, professionalism, and persistence, man. Like, those three things, those three P's. I talk about the other three P's in my other videos in terms of peace. But these are very important when it comes to business, man. Preparation is so key. Got to be prepared for each opportunity that comes. I always say that opportunity and timing just collide, and that's how you make a sale, right? You have to be ready for the opportunity, or else you're going to squander it when it comes in front of you, right? So preparation, professionalism, you got to be able to uphold yourself in a certain manner, in a certain light. Can't always be talking like, a certain type of way. And obviously, being black, like, people expect me to be talking a certain type of way. And then persistence, man. When shit gets hard, man, you got to, bro. You can only rely on yourself at the end of the day. No one's going to get the job done for you. No one's going to do it for you. So, I say all of that because, again, guys, I want you guys to win. But I want to be real in the same breath. And talking about entrepreneurship is not easy. Is it something that you can't do? Hell no, man. I can't. It's not even in my vocabulary. Like I said, I've always been curious, and I've always been a person to figure out how can I get it done? So, with that, there comes a lot of refinement. But what I would say is set yourself up to win, right? Like, you want to get into an organization that's going to help you first and foremost when you lack in certain areas, right? If you want to get into some type of sales job, which all businesses are a form of sales, I recommend it, man. Get into sales, door to door. I did door to door. I did over the phone sales. I did business to business sales. Um, all of it, man. You need all of it. And then you got to understand, man, that you can't do it all yourself. Rely on others. Not only rely on others, hire others, man. There's Upwork, there's different types of platforms and stuff like that that can help you hire people for cheap. And it's not to say cheap or anything in a negative connotation, but obviously you don't have a lot of money you could spend up front, right? So you got to be able to manage your money well, right? Get with an accountant, get with a lawyer, get with these people. Like, spend money on those high end, like, high professionals or high performing professionals. And the more menial tasks and stuff like that, you could outsource those things. These big companies, these banks, man, we used to work with all these banks. I'm telling you, they slashed a bunch of jobs, especially recently, and they outsourced everything to these Latin American companies, or Latin American regions, um, Philippines, of course, and Asian regions and stuff like that, like India, Pakistan, these different areas. They do it, but it's a negative connotation for you to do it if you're just starting off your business. You scrap all that nonsense, man. Just follow after these big companies. They do it too. At the end of the day, it's not a problem, and you're providing somebody a way, man. Like, you're helping somebody out. You're employing them. You're helping their family, their situation, whatever it might be. So again, I want to talk about the difficulties of entrepreneurship. One, it's draining. Boy, is it ever draining. I mean, the way I overcome, you know, feeling fatigue mentally, physically, emotionally, and things of that nature is themes, man. I talk about hyper focus, a to-do list, but have themes with your day, man. Mondays, market Mondays. Tuesdays, we're fishing for leads. Wednesday, follow up Wednesday with the people that, you know, we generated leads from Tuesday and Monday. Thursday, offer Thursday. We're sending out offers. We're giving offers. Friday, follow up Friday. We're communicating with people we already communicated with. You know, Saturday, relaxation. Just kick up, relax, you know, do whatever you need to do. And then social media Sundays, man. Just make sure you got your social media in order for the week. You know, your LinkedIn posts, all of those different things. Keep it fun, keep it engaging, keep your spirit up. Also, man, it's time consuming. You don't have much time, man. And you'll understand that these days go by very quickly, these months go by very quickly. So you want to make sure, again, you're pacing yourself. Pace, pace, pace. Divide your days up. You know, I always work like this, man. You start off at 9, or I start before 9, but basically 9 to 12 is my period where I'm really going hard in the paint in terms of like generating leads, things of that nature, communicating with my team and stuff like that. Take a break. Breaks are important. Breaks are vital. And I take like a 2-hour break, man. I go 12, maybe 1:32, take a nap, eat my food, relax, catch up on first take, whatever the case is. Just kind of kick up, relax. Then we're going back hard at it, 2 to 5, bang. 2 to 5, we're back at it again. And then, you know, around 6 o'clock, you know, we hamper down, we work out, we make sure that we're feeding our physical self as much as our mental self. And even during that break earlier in the day, you might go for a walk or something like that, whatever, spin around the block. And from there, guys, and then, you know, going into the night, doing stuff like this, man, making videos, making content, my YouTube page and other things like that, man. Preparing for the next day, setting myself up, reviewing my to-do list, seeing what I got to accomplish still, things like that, right? So you want to be able to pace yourself, you know, create themes, and then most importantly, make sure that you communicate with others, man. You could get lost in the hustle, the bustle, and your head's down, and you again, you're fatigued, you're tired, you're this, you're that, but bro, there's nothing like a conversation with the homies, man. Nothing like a conversation picking up with people who love you, who support you, who want to see you win, who want to see you do good. So all I would say, man, is pick up the phone, man, when you're feeling these, especially when you're, you know, you're feeling like shit ain't going your way, it's going left and it's not going right. Pick up the phone, call somebody, ask them how they're doing. Spend 2, 3 hours on the phone, man. Revitalize yourself, man. Get back to your old self. Don't lose yourself trying to, you know, get money. The money's gonna come, man. I'm telling you, the money will flow, the money will come, the money will come. But what will get ruined if you don't maintain it is relationships. And you never want to lose valuable people because you're so caught up in your own world. Who cares if they haven't reached out to you or whatever the case is, man. Reach out to them, man. And it's not about you. Ask them how they're doing and you'll feel much better. I guarantee it. So that's my perspective on entrepreneurship. Like I said, it's level difficult, but it's not level impossible, man. And that's the mindset that we're on, man. It's about how, you know, and everything else will take place. And obviously keeping the most high first in all your endeavors, man. Make sure you do that always. So please like, comment, share, subscribe this video, and or subscribe to the channel rather. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.